And we are live. I'm Adam. This is Open Late again. I opened some Mythic Legions Poxxus wave figures last night, but I'm back to open the man of the hour Poxxus, and then depending on time, well, I'm probably gonna open Phlogeus as well. His prancing pony of Pestilence, who looks absolutely disgusting in there. I am very much looking forward to getting a closer look at, the sort of rotting corpse leg and the rotting corpse horse head. Um, yeah, I this is the third of the four horsemen that we've gotten so far, with Necronominus being the last, which may or may not, be released in 2024 as well, and then that'll sort of complete the set. Um, I'm really looking forward to getting this guy out. I'm really looking forward to getting, the horse out. Um, they're just, I really like that they're doing these sort of, iconic horsemen and mount figures. It just, I initially wasn't gonna get the four horsemen, um, but I was not talked into it so much as I kind of just realized like they're just gonna look really, really badass on a shelf. And I've got two of four, and the two that I've got, Arethyr and Alithia, look really, really good. So it was kind of a no-brainer to keep going and pick up the other two. I'm really looking forward to this guy. There's some really cool new parts in here. I haven't seen any of the bug wings yet. We've seen the bug wings in Cosmic Legions, but this will be the first time in Mythic Legions, I think. It'll be the first that I see the bug wings, that's for sure. And then he's got some cool accessories. He's got a cool bow, and these arrows. So if you didn't know, this is sort of like a pestilence arrow, and we'll take a closer look at that when we get there. But yeah, just good stuff. And I love the mounts. I think I have all the horses to date, and then Alder as well. This one is pretty unique though. Most of the other ones were sort of a version of the existing horse. This one's got some new parts, some new armor and such. So looking forward to that as well. But before I open them up, let me just very, very quickly say hello to everybody. Sam Rock was first. I saw you there, Sam. Thanos Copter is here as well. The Collecting Brothers, presuming John. Thanos says, "Hey, John." Jeff Morris is here as well. Thanos says, 3 down, 1 to go. Can't wait to have all four. Yeah, I know. I'm really, really looking forward to having, as I said, that the full four horsemen on a shelf. Um, my Mythic Legions are all sort of off camera when I have my collection behind me, because my collection is quite big. But the four horsemen is right sort of next to me, so I'm excited to get all four of the horsemen on there. Anyway, let's get going. I'm gonna open Poxxus first, obviously, and then I'll do the prancing pestilence pony, Phlogeus. Um, he looks great even in the box. So when you get these sort of deluxe figures, they do it, bigger and badder. And you get to see a lot of the accessories and loadouts and stuff like that. So this is going to fit, I believe, behind his head. You get a bunch of spare hands, his dagger. This mounts on his back, and then the wings plug into that. And then, as I said, the sort of pestilence arrow. He's got another arrow and a quiver. I think the quiver might be new. I'm maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly, but anyway. Then we get this beautiful Nate Barch art. So this has now got 3 of the horsemen. We got Arethyr, of course, the horseman of war. We have Famine, represented by Alithia. We have Pestilence, represented by Poxxus. And then this shadowy figure over here is Necronominus, who's representing Death. But we don't have him yet, so he's still kind of in the shadows. And then you get all of the standard standard sized figures, as well as the brute scale figures there. A bio on this side. Sorry, the bio is on this side, and then sort of the Four Horsemen's sort of lore call out in the corner there as well. So yeah, the packaging for these, I'm not gonna lie, the packaging for Four Horsemen is not that exciting to me. I mean, the art is absolutely beautiful. I'm waiting till Necronominus comes out, and then Nate Barch does, I presume, when Necronominus comes out and he's not in the shadows anymore, we'll have all four of them sort of set up. And I'm looking forward to potentially picking up that art piece, maybe at Legion's Con or something like that, because like Nate Barch's art is amazing. And I mean, I think anybody that's got Mythic Legions or Masterverse figures knows how cool Nate Barch's art is. So anyway, there's that going on. But ultimately it's a card on a bubble. The front of the card has been the same for years and years and years. They fully intend for these figures to be taken out of the package. This is sort of one of those situations where, like, it's collector friendly packaging for a reason. They want you to take it out and play with it, pop and swap, and just really have fun with these figures. So let's do that. I'm going to take this guy out of the box now. In order to do that, normally they just pop right out, but the deluxe ones typically have tape, and this one has tape, so I just have to cut the tape as carefully as I can. I'm trying not to like scratch the packaging or anything like that, but as I said, I'm not really that fussed. I keep the boxes, but it's not, this isn't one that I'm buying. I'm not like looking at these boxes as though they're like precious items or anything like that. These are just boxes that hold the action figures in. So there's the inside card art for anybody that was curious. Obviously, there is a big old dragon. And then what appears to be like as a Hazar, I think. I don't even know. I think it's just random. I think this is just Nate Barch being Nate Barch. But very, very cool. There's a lot of stuff in this box. There is some soft goods in a bag. There is the first tray, which has the wings, as well as two bows. Okay, it's got two bows. I totally forgot that there was two. These wings look really good. And these are twist tied in. So let me set these off to the side. Let me set this over here. Get my twist tie on. Again, really big boxes, so I've got the phone right in my face, which makes it a little bit harder to work with the cards, because I'm kind of looking through / messing with the bubbles awkwardly. Like to sort of describe the setup, like put a 2-liter bottle of soda in front of you and then open your action figure. That's what it kind of feels like. Only if you bump if you bump this 2-liter bottle, it makes the camera move. It's a pain in the butt. All right, let's see what's going on here. This does want to come up. All right. There's the other one. There he is in the bubble, in the card, I don't know what he's even called. I forgot that he has pauldrons. He's got these like slimy kind of corroded looking pauldrons, but we'll take a closer look when I get them out of the package. Now, getting this stuff out of the package without breaking it, there's couple, the arrows look like they could be problematic. Not too bad. This one maybe more so. That's not too bad either. Is it for anybody that has this set? Is this a new quiver? Have I just not seen it, or am I just totally blanking? Because that is a really good looking quiver. I like that update. Most of the quivers are, they kind of look like they're metal, whereas this one is like leather. But more on that momentarily. Let me get all this stuff out of here. Once I get it all out of the card, I will check in with the chat. I'll see what you guys are saying. I hope to keep up to the chat. That being said, I always hope to keep up with the chat. But... oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, the dagger does not want to come out. It's going to drive me crazy. And I'm going to end up snapping it. So I'm going to move on to something else. Never open in anger. That's my advice. Never open in a rush. Even if you're doing a live video and people are waiting. It ain't worth it. Okay, how am I going to get this out? It's tucked in here in a way where it's like it's tucked in at the top and it's tucked in at the bottom. So I got to get one end out, basically. There we go. There we go. A couple of twist ties on old Poxxus. And then we will be good to go. Slowly. How many of you guys got Poxxus? Let me know if you haven't already, and I'll see it momentarily in the chat. Oh, jeez, this super long beard. He's also got, I just noticed this, he's also got like a plastic insert to go with to go with his little bug leg horn things. That's funny. All right, there he is out of the box. So he is a 1.0 body. And if you know what a 1.0 body is, congratulations. You probably own some Mythic Legions. The 1.0 body is just a little bit thicker. It's a little bit bulkier. It's sort of their standard body for Mythic Legions. That being said, the arms are very, very lean and you know, almost sort of zombie-ish. I mean, he is Pestilence, right? So he's sort of, I don't know if he's meant to be old or if he's just meant to be gross. But he's certainly gross. This chest piece is really, really cool. It's sort of that plate, not plate, but scale, leather scaled sort of chest armor, which is cool. Feels a little bit lighter than a lot of the armor that we've gotten. You know, it doesn't feel as heavy. Definitely. Oh man, there's a lot of good parts here. That could be used for other stuff, kit bashing and such. The soft goods are really cool. There's like a 2-layer cape And it is wired. One layer is not. So this outer layer, this sort of like burlap looking kind of layer, is not wired, but the brown layer underneath it is. There's like holes, and it's frayed, and it's worn and torn. Um, you can see the holes. You can see that it's just sort of a frayed edge at the bottom. Long term, I don't know how well that's necessarily going to hold up with sort of a pre-frayed edge, but we'll see. I mean, I guess it's worn, so it's not like it's gonna get like, that's the look, that's the aesthetic they're going for. So on his belt, he's got a bunch of cool stuff. It's on his belt, like the details are sculpted on the belt. These are not removable pieces as far as I can tell. He's got some bug legs. He's got some potions. He's got a bag. The bag has a bunch of holes in it too, like tiny little details. Um, he's got a really cool emblem on his belt. Actually, let me change the light here. Hold on, so that I can. Let's see here. All right, so there he's got this thing going on the belt, which looks kind of like a zombified face, not quite a skeleton. Like, it looks like there's still some flesh on there. Looking good, man. He's looking real good. And this beard, look at how long that beard is. Got some stray bits to the beard, so it's not super clean. He's got, a like, it looks kind of like a scarab beetle in his beard there. And look at that face too. Like, no nose, just the zombie eyes. You know, oh, the horns too. So the horns aren't really like symmetrical. He's got a few small ones on this side. There's like one sticking out the back just totally randomly. And then on this side, he's got boils and just a bunch of gross stuff going on. Somebody was asking about decrepit hands yesterday. He's definitely got decrepit hands. These are new hands, specifically for Poxxus, to the best of my knowledge, at least. And they look really good. He's got a sort of patina too to the armor that he's got, where it looks old and it looks worn out, but it's a little greener. So a Rakagor that I opened yesterday was really cool. Beautiful paint on that. This is sort of got a similar thing going on, where there's an iridescence to a lot of the bug like parts, which is really cool. Okay, let's put him here, and we will take a look at some of the accessories. I'm going to put him right about there. That'll work. Here, let me just tilt this ever so slightly, if I can. Yeah, that'll work. Before I take a look at the accessories, let me just very quickly jump in with the chat here and see what's going on. Jeff Moore says, I'm very slowly starting to collect Mythic Legions. That is the way to do it, my friend. Don't rush. This is a marathon, not a sprint. If I only had unlimited room and money, exactly. My advice is buy what is being released now. Don't look back. Look forward, because you will spend way too much if you start going backwards. Wraith Mace became a member. Thank you, Wraith Mace. I'm still trying to figure out, how to make that worthwhile for people. I got to get more of the little emoji icon things for decals. I'm working on some stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make it worthwhile. I'll be honest, I appreciate you joining. It's probably not worth it now. That's why I don't ever really promote it or say anything about it. John, a full Nate 4 Horsemen poster would be sick. It really would. Let's see. Interested to see how Poxxus and his ride turned out, as I only cherry picked a Rakagor and then Lady Wraith. I think I mean, Arethyr was a good figure, but Alithia was like way better. And I think Poxxus is sort of following in the footsteps. There's a whole lot of new parts on there. The accessories that I'm looking at are absolutely bonkers. So, John says Josh has gotten his all in. Zinade said, "What is this thing?" This is the Mythic Legions Poxxus. This one's Poxxus, and then this is his mount, Phlogeus. I don't know. He's got a zombie horse. He's the horseman of Pestilence, and he's got his Pestilence horse. Giraffe says, "Such cool figures. I don't own any yet, but want to get." Fisher Rice, preparing for the slippery slope. It really is. The problem with these is once you get one in hand, you realize that you can't just get one. And Thanos says, yeah, currently an in-stock sale going on. Definitely, if you're in the US, a great way to pick up a couple inexpensive figures. Okay. I'm still more or less keeping up. Graf says, that's just a Google search for Four Horsemen web shop or usual major online retail sales sites. Sorry. If you go to sourcehorseman.com, it will take you, they'll give you sort of a shop option. If you go store.horseman.com/Shopify or something like that, that'll also take you there. And if you are in Canada, ecollectibles.ca has a bunch of the figures available for purchase as well to save yourself the shipping, save yourself the duties and taxes. I got all of mine from ecollectibles. I don't buy anything direct from Four Horsemen because it doesn't make sense in Canada. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at the accessories. First off, we'll start with the pauldrons. The pauldrons are like the least exciting thing. They are new pauldrons, though, so it is. I mean, I guess it is kind of exciting. Asymmetrical, so you've got 2 layers with rivets on one, and then you got sort of some metal corrosion in terms of how it's sculpted. Really, really nice. The sort of the flanged bit is like bent and chipped and damaged and sharp and like very much suitable to him. The other one, as I said, they're asymmetrical. So this is chipped, it's bent, it's missing a big chunk of that second piece. All the rivets have been pulled out. There's a split in it. The chainmail that's underneath is not symmetrical either. So you got different stuff going on with the chainmail. Really, really cool. Those are cool pauldrons. The little dagger. So these little daggers aren't that common. There's only a handful of figures that come with these, and it's stuck in there good. I don't want to break it. Dang, I can't get it out, and I'm not going to force it. I'm going to heat it up, see if I can kind of like break the seal there. But that's like a nice navy blue with some copper, some gray on the handle. This might be the handle doesn't look the same as I remember. That being said, I only have like 2 of these, so maybe I just haven't looked that close. Maybe the deco on that one is just a little bit different, to the point where it looks different. Okay, we got soft goods here as well. Let me open these up. This is sort of like a neck wrap type deal. It's going to take me a long time to set this guy up. I'm not going to do it today. So this is going to go around his neck, and it's sort of like it looks like a hood, but it's not. I guess it's just a neck thing. I don't know. We'll see. That's going to take me a minute to sort of figure out, I think. I mentioned extra hands, and these are, again, they're gross. They are decrepit. There's like veins in there, sharp nails. The fingers on these are skinnier than the standard hands that we get. He comes with the big sort of open hands in the box, but we get these somewhat sort of gripping hands, these sort of clasping hands. And then we get, vertical and horizontal hinge. That's not going to pick it up, is it? We get gripping hands with a vertical and a horizontal hinge. You might be able to see the hinge there. So that's cool. I'm not going to bother sort of organizing all this because it would take way too long. We get 2 bows. This bow looks like it's made out of like bug legs and some metal. And of course, because it's Mythic Legions, they include an actual like elastic to really get that's not realistic, but you know what I mean. When you're pulling the arrow back, you can actually pose it so that the arrow, and I will grab one of the arrows. So the arrow is like translucent. It's got what looks like a bug on the end. The bug, of course, is fully sculpted, plenty of detail in there. I say bug, it looks like a fly. It very much looks like a fly, and I think that's what it's meant to be. But they have this really cool thing going on where there's little clips. You can sort of see those little pegs there. So that'll hold your arrow pretty well. Pull back the string, and then you can sort of see, like, for posing, you get not an accurate looking arrow, not an accurate looking bow, but still a lot better than stuff that doesn't have the little elastic string. The second bow it looks very much like the first bow. In fact, I think it is the first bow. I think they're the same. Like, it's the same bow, but this one has these gross translucent wings on, so it just adds more drama. And if that's not enough drama, they add this arrow that has, a half dozen oversized gross flies. This won't mount in here, I don't think, because this thing is way bigger and way thicker. But you get the idea. Bug wings, shooting a bunch of flies. This stuff's weird, but like weird, good weird, definitely. This arrow thing is wild. And each one of these flies is sculpted. And they might all be the same. Shame on you, Four Horsemen. Do better. Then we get a quiver. Like I said, I think this is the first time that I can think of that we got this quiver. Sort of a leather quiver as opposed to the more, there's more sort of metallic to the other quiver. Maybe we saw this once before, maybe not. I'm not sure. Anyway, really, really cool. Hope we get more of these quivers. I really like bows. I really like the quivers, the arrows, all that fun stuff. Then we get this back piece. So this is going to peg into his back, right in the center, where you normally you get, there's different adapters that go in there, and then the wings will plug in there. And this, I think, so I'll show you this translucent sort of mystical type of piece. So of course this is the Poxxus. This whole wave is full of like magic users and sort of magic creatures and things like that. We get a dragon and a genie and Poxxus and so on and so forth. So a lot of cool magic effects. This one included, and this just clips onto this very cleverly. It's just molded. The sort of bracket is just molded on there. So that's really nice. That works well. And then the wings will just plug in to these little ports on the bottom. And you got, left and right. Do I risk it? Nah, I don't want to risk it. I'll warm it up before I do. When I've got them all sort of set up, I'll post a picture too. But for the sake of not breaking it, I am not going to do that right now. So he's got these wings. Now, do these wings Are these glued together or are these? I think they're glued. And again, I don't want to force it. I didn't look at it. I should have looked at another picture before I jumped on here. Um, but regardless, beautiful wings. They're sort of they look like they're made in a clear plastic, like almost a clear plastic. And then each of the sort of veins of the wing are painted in sort of an amber color. And then there's sort of a fade. They're very, very amber at the plug-in, and then they fade to clear at the end, and it's true for both layers, and the layers are separate. So there's two pieces here, and I just don't know if those pieces are meant to articulate and separate, or whether it just sort of, you know, that's what it looks like. Either way, I don't really care. It is on a peg, so it will rotate up and down once it's plugged in. So this will sort of, you will get some articulation that way. And it's on a joint as well. It's on a hinge. So if I'm holding hinge, the wings will sort of articulate that way as well. Of course, we get two wings. They are symmetrical or very close to symmetrical. We've seen these before, as I said, in Cosmic Legions with some of the bugs. So yeah, there you go. Lots of cool parts, lots of translucent stuff, which I'm digging. Let's move him out of the way a little bit. I'm just going to shove all this stuff to the side, and we will take a look at Phlogeus, whatever his name is. But before I do, I'm very quickly going to jump back in the chat and see what else is going on. Let's see. Thanos says, I like that he has decay on the shoulder. Yeah, there's decay on everything. Like, the only thing that doesn't look, worn out or decayed is the legs. And the legs are obviously an existing sculpt, so there wasn't really too much they could do there. The chest armor doesn't really look decayed, but it does look worn and kind of aged. So that's still pretty cool. Let's see. Hey, Terrence, what's going on, buddy? Good to have you hanging out tonight. Thanos says, I bought both of the spell sets after last night's stream. Nice. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I still got those on my desk. I was kind of messing around with them. Graf says, that horse is creepy as F in a good way. Yeah, he really is. Okay, so let's take a look at him. So there he is, big old box. These boxes are quite big. The horses are very, very sturdy. As I said, I absolutely love the horses. On the side of the box, we get more Nate Barch art. Look at how gross he looks. Like super, super gross in, as he said, best kind of way. We get a bio for a dead horse, which is that art again on the back. I like this a little bit more because this doesn't have the figures, so it's there's more space for the three horsemen and then the shadowy figure Necronominus in the background there. So that's pretty cool. And then on the other side we get a Rakagor. Hey, long time no see, a Rakagor. So there is that. Let me get this guy out of the box. And I get the box out of the way, and then I can hopefully tighten up the shot. Oof. That's a whole lot of horse. Inside the box, there is an insert, and the insert is that same card back. So that probably means that when we get the Necronominus wave, we'll probably get that Nate Barch art. So if you can't make it to Legion's Con or you can't get the poster or whatever, you'll still get the art inside the box. You just have to buy Necronominus's Bone Horse. I can't remember what he's called. But who doesn't love a bone horse? Hey, am I right? All right. What are we dealing with here? We're dealing with a couple twist ties and a couple things that I need to clip. So let's see here. Allison Troy is here. What's going on, Allison? How are you? Jeff Morris, where do you get your backgrounds? This particular background is an Extreme Sets background. This is, and I always get it wrong, they have a green version and a purple version. It's only been very recently, since I started buying Masters of the Universe stuff, that I realized that that's probably a reference to Grayskull and Snake Mountain. Which means that I kind of want the green one now, but I can probably live without it. But yeah, Extreme Sets. I got this one from ecollectibles.ca. As I said, it's pretty much where I get everything that I buy. So I kind of jokingly say if Mike doesn't carry it, I probably don't need it. But yeah, they're great. It's just a cardboard. It's cardboard. I mean, this is just here. I'll show you. Not easily, but you can see like this. The inside of this is just cardboard, and it's thick enough that it's like sturdy, but it's not so thick that it like is clumsy or heavy. Like it all just folds together. These are just cardboard. This would be an easier way to show you actually. So these just they ship. It's like flat packed. And then you just like fold them all into place. The instructions are pretty good, pretty simple, easy to follow. I pre-fold everything with like a metal meter stick. I'm in Canada. It's a meter stick, a yardstick, I think you weirdos call it. But yeah, that's Extreme Sets. They're great. You get all sorts. There's all sorts. I've got, when I do my other videos, I use another Extreme Sets background. That one's called Sector 7, I think. More of like a sci-fi one that works for G.I. Joe, works for AWOC, works for like just about everything that's not Mythic Legions. The problem is it doesn't work with Mythic Legions, so I had to get this one as well. But I kind of want more. I kind of want a couple more Extreme Sets because they're just really, really quick, easy ways to get like fun dios going. There's like a temple one with like a bunch of vines and stuff like that. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're the weird ones. Everything's divisible by 10, and we're the weird ones. Thanos Cup says, I have the green one, but no room to actually set the whole thing up. Yeah, that's the other thing. So I have the base, like the ground, the this guy's out, so I'm gonna take him out, and then I can show you what I'm talking about. As I just ham-handedly just yank this guy out of the box. All right, there we go. Here, bear with me. The camera, well, no, you can see it. You can see the sort of ground, the floor there. Let me just tighten this shot up, though. Is that gonna work? Is that too tight? I'm good with that. That's how I want to roll, because that's way easier for me to do this. Okay, now I can move a little closer to the table. Now that everything's out of the box, I don't need this. Get this out of the way. Let's see. Jeff Moore says, yeah, cardboard pop-out set. It looks nice for being this is, I mean, it looks nice, not just for being cardboard. I think this stuff looks like really good. This piece, you know, it goes from, you know, that's about the edge of it. Here, if I move this, you can see that's the edge. This is a box of Pokemon cards holding it up. And then on this side, that box of Pokemon cards is holding it up as well. And that's like half of it. It folds out again. I just don't have room to fold it out again. It's like crazy big. So you get a lot in the box. You get a lot of playset, basically. Oh, and there's a staircase with this one. And what else? This one came with a coffin as well, so they're pretty cool. Extreme sets. They are well worth it. Collecting Brother says, love Extreme Sets. We just dropped a review of their Deranged Alleyway display packs. They also have daily deals. Yeah, if you're in the US, you can totally take advantage of the fact that you're in the US. You still don't have great healthcare and you got to pay for it, but you can get good deals on Extreme Sets. What's going on, Oz? How's it going, my man? Let's open some packs. Come on, Tyranitar pull. Very quick sidebar. We have so many Pokemon cards. The comic book store that I go to was also doing. They were also they sell Pokemon cards, so they would open packs and packs and packs. But nobody wanted the common cards, so they just gave them to me to give to my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old. My kids just absolutely love them, and because they don't care about them, they all get destroyed, which is perfect for free Pokemon cards. Eduardo Andrada says you can do wonders with Extreme Sets. Check out Eddie's stuff on Instagram to see what you can do with Extreme Sets, because he's got a couple Extreme Sets. He sort of adds them to dios that he builds and absolutely does some amazing toy photography. Eddie and his toys on Instagram. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Ostradamus Toy says Wraith was rocking the patch on Toy Frenzy tonight. Nice. All right, let's take a little bit of a closer look at this disgusting horse. I kind of want to. Well, no, I don't think it's going to come off as easily as I'd like. He's giving me Joker vibes a little bit. He's got the white with the green. I wish there was a little hint of purple, just so that it was a little more Jokerized. But I'll maybe just have to wait for the McFarlane version for that. But he looks really, really good. As I said, the armor is new. So we've gotten mounts before. So he shares the horseness with horses that we've gotten before, but the armor is new. The saddle's the same, so there's nothing new saddle wise. That we've gotten on Balius, we got that on Boreas, we've gotten that on a few horses, but the head, this disgusting, gross zombie head, and I wish that I could sort of take this off easily. So you could see all the detail, because I don't think you're going to get a great view of it, but the flesh is like eaten off of a lot of his face. And get this out of the way, actually, which might help a touch. You can see his teeth, like it's skull in there. I so want to just pop the head off. And I will, because I can. And I was pretty confident that that wasn't going to get too damaged. Okay, so we're just going to look at the head. The hair, okay, this hair is new. This like gross, stringy, yucky hair. Normally the horses have like really nice manes. And this guy looks like a 90s grunge dirtbag. And I think the tail is unique too. I think it's like a 90s grunge dirtbag tail. 3 out of the 4 legs I think are normal, but then we get this one leg where you can see sort of the striation of like tendons and stuff. He's got boils and pox, and his hoof is chipped. I don't know if that's how horse hoofs work. Do they have like bone inside there? That doesn't make sense. I don't think that's accurate, but anyway, this is not an accurate horse, so I'm not really worried. But yeah, then there's some hits of green on the horse there as well. But really the head is the star of the show. He's standing really funny, and it's kind of bothering me, but that's okay. I can live with it. Let me see if I can quickly slide off the... It does come off. I've taken it off horses before. Is it going to be a pain in the ass to get it back on? Maybe. Come on. Bear with me as I very carefully try to take this off for fear of wrecking it. But it's worth it. It's going to be worth it. I'm telling you right now. Because this head is gross. Okay, so that came off. We'll very quickly take a look at it. There's sort of like a skull on there. He's got the bug legs on there as well. So very much on brand for Poxxus. And then look at this head sculpt. Look at how gross it is. Teeth and sort of muscle, sinewy stuff going on there. There's like a bit of flesh kind of hanging off. He's got the white, glossy eyes, boils, and just gross stuff going on there. Teeth coming through, a absolutely rotten mouth. And then, like I said, on this side, you see way more of his teeth, way more of the skull. And then on the bottom, you know, there's no flesh on there. That's just bone. Super gross and super awesome. Very, very cool. Very excited about this guy. The weird thing is I have like multiples of all the normal horses. And by normal, I mean they have all their flesh. This guy, I don't think I need two of. I think one gross Pestilence horse is probably enough. I don't want to scare my children too badly. So I'll stick with one. Let me see if I can quickly pop the head back on. That'll do for the sake of what I'm doing. I'm not going to pose them up or anything like that. I don't want to. The legs do articulate. This is without a doubt. And I mean, if you don't want a zombie horse, you can get a normal horse. They are without a doubt the best, you know, 1/12 scaled action figure horses. So if you want a horse for whatever character, if you're Canadian and you're doing a Mountie, let's just say that you were planning to do a Mountie using Sergeant Slaughter and Gung Ho to sort of piece together a Mountie and put him on an Alder Moose. You could certainly do that. That would be cool. Just saying. So there you go. You get Pestilence, his Pestilence horse. All this crazy stuff. Wings, bows, arrows, gross hands, fly stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of heating up and sort of messing around with to do because these are pretty cool. We're at about 50 minutes. That's all I got to open tonight. Let's see what you guys are chatting about. And then because you guys are hanging out and I like you guys, I'll ask you guys what you want me to open next week. I got a couple options. And then I'll try to remember. Let's see. Wraith makes this head into bed. Folks, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, Wraith. Good to have you again. Thank you again for joining the membership. Oz says definitely to get this horse. You do. Did you get Poxxus? If you got Poxxus, you definitely need the horse. Donald break into your house and jokerize your Mythic Legions figures. Okay, real question. Are we gonna get a jokerized Todd McFarlane? Is that a possibility? I would buy that because that's the most absurd thing. Man, the ego on that guy. You gotta respect it. Let's see. The Todd father will jokerize all. How could he jokerize this though? It's already jokerized, right? Oh wait, is there a jokerized Joker? I think there is, isn't there? I guess you could jokerize anything. Um, the horse is a nice representation of a man cold. I need to get it to show the girlfriend the pain and suffering that are man colds. Indeed. The bridle. I always forget what it's called. Thanos says, I missed the moose. Missed the moose. I'm honestly surprised how many people missed Alder. I was telling everybody to buy 2 because I knew that one would sell out. I bought 2. Oz has got anything to open up for the clubhouse? Oh, okay, never mind. I changed my mind. I'm not. One of my options was something that I could definitely open in the clubhouse. So I will. Spoiler alert: it's more Origins figures. Allison Troy says Todd is already Jokerized. Inside, you mean inside? He's already Jokerized. I think I would agree with that. Jeff says we need Jokerized Todd. I would buy Jokerized Todd. And Jokerized Spawn. I just want that 2-pack again, but Jokerized. I thought I saw someone mock up Jokerized Todd. It was hilarious. Why wouldn't it be? I would love that. I would legitimately love that. I do not collect the Todd verse, but that would be that's like peak Todd verse, I think. I'm genuinely tempted to get that Todd McFarlane figure. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want that Spawn figure, but we had the Stan Lee figure, we had the George Lucas figure, we had the Dave Filoni figure. The weird thing is those were all made by Hasbro. We had a Jack Kirby figure too. Who made the Jack Kirby figure? Was it NECA or somebody? Or has it even come out? But I'm pretty sure. But those were all made by people that were like paying homage to those guys. Todd's making a figure of himself. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's such a Todd move. Thanos, I wasn't collecting Legions at the time. Too bad. Oz says, I only missed Alder because I wasn't buying anything at the time. Well, you're probably better for it if I'm being perfectly honest. But anyway, yeah. Let's see. Thanos waiting for the Kirby in NECA. It is NECA, okay, and I think it's now that I realize it's in the Ninja Turtles animated line, right? Because he was in an episode. I think. Is that right? Am I getting that right? Or is that just crazy? Is that just crazy nonsense that I've made up in my head? It could go either way. It really could go either way. Let's see. Yeah, TMNT line. Yeah, weird, but cool. I mean, I'm glad we're getting it. I didn't get Jim Lee. I didn't get the other ones. Kirby, I would get. I have a lot more respect for Kirby than a lot of those other guys. But anyway, let's see. Oz says, I'm not better for it. I need it for Father. Oh, okay. Yeah. That Father Christmas, though, that's a great figure. Tune even. Yeah, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's like stylized. I kind of like that it's not just they didn't do like photo reel of them or something like that, because I think it's like one of those things when they do real faces, they never look right in my mind. Oh wait, Allison said hold on. Let me see if it'll let me share. It wouldn't let me share screen the other day, but Allison sent me Allison sent this to me, so I want to show this. There it is. There's the Jokerized Todd Father. I would buy that. I would totally buy that. It is, of course, a toy farce. It is not real, sadly. Even with the bare feet. Oh, man. So good. Wait, can I get an NFT of this too? Then it would really be worthwhile. Anyway. Waiting for the moose to come back around. Thanos, I have the second one and I haven't opened it and I probably won't. Are you going to be at any cons that I'm going to be at? Let me know. I do have another. I have an alder. If you need an alder, let me know. Oz says, I want a live field pouch man ultimates from Super 7 that comes with a hand for every pouch. They did that comic book, and that was like, I mean, at least he kind of like, it's tongue in cheek, right? Like you get that he's making fun of himself. I don't think Todd McFarlane, I think he takes himself seriously all the time. Let's see. I'm not going to any cons anytime soon. Okay, well, shipping him would be a pain in the butt. So, Justin Mohan, how many Mythic Legions figures do you have in your collection? I don't know. Too many? Is that an answer? Should I try to? I could try to do a quick count. I don't know. Hold on. Most of them are right next to me, so it's not hard. Somewhere in the range of like 70, and then a bunch of horses, give or take. Oh, that's too many. I never counted them. That's too many. You see Liefeld's impression of Todd, so good. You know what? I saw a little thing that like he did it, and I know that those guys don't like each other, and so he did it. Like, I don't think he did it. I mean, I don't know those guys well enough. I don't know their sort of relationship well enough. But like, if it was like two buddies doing that, it would be one thing. I didn't watch it because I just don't like when people do stuff. It like, I don't like that. That's just kind of icky. Like I said, creators should be supporting creators, and I don't know. That's just kind of not my thing. It's not my thing. Oz says it was a bit mean spirited. Yeah, so that's the thing. If it was mean spirited, then I'm not down. Like that's yeah, I don't like that. I'm sure it was funny. I mean, let's be honest. Todd McFarlane's nuts, but so is Rob Liefeld. They both have massive egos, which is probably why they don't get along. But Thanos Copter says, I have not enough Mythic Legions, but too many on pre-order. Yeah. Oz says, bring it to a con and we will get it. Yeah, we can figure something out. Thanos, if you want it, let me know and we'll work something out. I am bringing an empty suitcase to like the next couple cons that I go to. So, that is way too many. She's seen the collection. It's not like a surprise. Jeff Moore says, I thought they patched things up, but that video was a little cringe. Yeah, the idea of it to me was a little bit cringe because, like I said, I was under the impression that they didn't like each other. So I kind of think, like, like I said, if it was two friends, it would be different. But because it's two guys that kind of don't like each other, anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on that. I don't really care. Didn't they start Image together? Yeah, I mean there was like six guys, I think, six or so. McFarlane, Liefeld, um, oh man, I'm totally gonna get it wrong. Will Spertasio, Jim Lee. I want to say Eric Miller, the guy that does Savage Dragon. And maybe like one or two other guys. So they did, but I don't think they liked each other then, and I don't think they like each other anymore now. So, Allison says they need to just make out and work it out. Maybe they did make out. Maybe it didn't end well. Maybe that's why there's the bad blood between them. What if it goes too far and they reproduce? Oh, heaven forbid. Then we'd have pouches, Jokerized pouches on top of Jokerized pouches in NFT form. Let's see. I haven't counted them. I just ballparked. It's probably less. It's probably less than that. And I have always thought you have too many. Yes, I know that. Hopefully their spawn doesn't have Liefeld feet. Eric Larson. Yes, that's it. Eric Miller is a Mythic Legions customizer. A really, really good customizer. One of my favorites. Thanos, if we get figures of both of them, I can make it happen. If that comment doesn't make sense to you, look up Thanos Copter's Instagram account. That will explain everything you need. They wanted to rock the comic world, but too many egos. Yeah, and I mean they did. They really did rock the comic world, and I think Image still, operates very differently than most of the other guys. But the whole idea that like we can do this better because we're the artists. There's a lot of ego involved in just making that statement, right? Justin says, did you enjoy the Cyberzoic stream today? I did. I always enjoy their streams. I really like those guys. I chat with those guys pretty regularly. And love what they're doing with Cyberzoic. They're giving me Dino Riders with a different name. So I'm really, really excited about that stuff. Okay. We are over an hour now, so I'm pretty much going to wrap it up. So next week, I will very likely be doing a open late live on Wednesday. What do I have for options for what to open? I'm the Origins I will do on the Clubhouse over on the Ostradamus Toys YouTube channel, because that's where I open Origins figures, and I got another stack of them to open. So next Wednesday, should I open a Masterverse figure or Super 7 TMNT Ultimates? You guys let me know in the comments here. I will also put a poll on the community chat on the YouTube page, and see what people say. But I'll weight your answers a little bit more heavily because you guys are actually watching. So, Thanos, I missed the Cyberzoic stream. It's good, man. Creative Beast Studios, they do it once a month, and they typically like reveal a couple things, but it's just the three dudes that are doing Cyberzoic just kind of chatting. It's just fun. Not to throw shade on the people that are like commenting on those videos, but dudes ask the same question like 100 times until they answer it. It's kind of funny. It's kind of weird. Allison Troy, I've read the comics Liefeld has written on his own. We need comic book writers and editors for a reason, Rob. I agree. I've seen a little bit of his work, and it's just bad. It's so bad. Oh, it says Saturday Night is back, baby. Good to hear. I'm very much looking forward to it. Thanos says Masterverse. Okay, that's one vote for Masterverse. Thanos says, who's surprised? Who's surprised about what? That Rob Liefeld can't write comic books? Not me. Allison says Masterverse. Quip is here. What's going on, Quip? I'm just about to wrap up. Justin says, this is just as good as Mega J on Friday night. No, it's not. Mega J is awesome. I'm a hack compared to Mega J. Kevin says, just got here. How did you like Poxxus and the horse? They are awesome. The detail is fantastic. Like all the stuff that you get with Poxxus is wild. But I want to heat them up before I put it all together. So Justin says Super 7. So we're oh, Thanos said I picked Masterverse. No, I'm not. So one vote for Super 7. Just in time for the sign off. Absolutely. All right. I only got 2 votes for Masterverse, 1 for Super 7. So I'm saying it's still up in the air. But yeah, I'll be opening. It's open late, so it's old stuff. I will be opening either Masterverse Beastman or the TMNT Ultimates Casey Jones and April O'Neil. But now they're coming in. Masterverse. Oh, that's good night. I meant to click on this one. Super 7, Masterverse. Open up that Masterverse. All right. Well, I will put it. I'll put it in a poll, and we'll go that route. I like to keep things democratic. Coop says Beastman. He looks crazy. It's the new Eternia Beastman. So we'll see. Kevin says Super 7. Oz says Casey though. Graph throwing voice Super 7. We'll see. Look, the reality is I'm going to open all of it. So it's just what am I going to open next Wednesday and what am I going to probably open the following Wednesday. I've always got stuff to open. So Amanda says, do I get to open something? Okay, you can. That'll be well, what do you want to open? I don't know what you want to open. Oz says new Eternia Beastman is wild. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it's just like bonkers. He's like all furry and he's a Beastman that wears a Beastman head as a hat. It's weird, but I like it. The new Eternia designs are awesome. Oz says, Amanda, you coming to the clubhouse too? We'll see. We'll see if we can get our kids to leave us alone. Amanda wants to open He-Man. Well, I don't have He-Man for you to open. So, anyways, we could sit and chat for hours. But I got a video to record. I got to record another video tonight. It probably won't be as much fun as this was. But anyway. And Oz says, if I can click on that, I've got the history for you. For the new Eternia stuff, I'm loving the new Eternia stuff. I wish there was like or maybe there is, and I just don't know about it. Is there somebody that does like reviews of the new Eternia figures with like the history of where the designs come from? Because that would be dope. Because I know they're like concept designs from like the original, from like the design phase of the figures. So I would love to see like how those things evolved and stuff like that. Quip says New Eternia is the second best Beastman. Only one better is Mondo. Well, I'm not going to be shelling out $300 or whatever that thing is for Mondo. So for the like $30 that I paid for Beastman, I'm happy. Oh, Amanda wants to open Masterverse. Okay, yeah, I can find one. I can find one for you to open. I mean, I've got a couple. Let's see. Yeah, Oz, you should do that, man. That would be cool. I just think that would be a cool. Like, I don't need to know, everything about every Beastman figure, but like with the New Eternia stuff, it seems to lend itself to that. I would think. I just don't know where to look for that stuff. Plus, I don't do videos like that, so somebody else should. New Eternia rules. Toy Habits mentioned something about Merman and Cyclone figures for that subline coming. The Merman I would definitely be into. I have no idea who Cyclone is. I know very little about Masters of the Universe. But it's fun learning more about it. Kevin says, I do really want a Mondo, He-Man, and Battle Cat one day. 1/6 scale is so good. Yeah, hey, Kevin, Mike at E Collectibles is getting more of those of the He-Man. I'm not saying you should go and get one, but I'm saying if you ever want one, that's probably going to be your best bet for getting it at a good price. Let Amanda open Orko. I don't have an Orko to open. I already opened Orko, the Origins one. Is there another version of Orko that I can get? I want another version of Orko. I love Orko. Love Orko. I want more Orko. Oh, there is another version of Orko. I don't have the Revolution Masterverse Orko. Yeah. Battle Ram blog. Okay, I'll have to check them out. I'll have to check them out. Kevin says Cyclone is blue and yellow and cool. Oh, I think I know the guy. Does he have like a circle on his chest? There's like a disc or something on his chest, maybe. Is that Cyclone? He has a little yellow helmet. Does he have a yellow helmet? Is that Cyclone? I could look it up, but I'm not going to. It's more fun to just imagine what he looks like. You know what? When I open the next time I open He-Man stuff, Brick, I can't remember what I was even opening, but Brick asked me. He listed 3 names of Masters of the Universe characters, and I had to guess like what they looked like and what their like powers were, and I thought that was super fun. I got all 3 wrong, but it was fun. Orko the White, yes, yeah, I don't have that one, and I want to get it, but there's a lot of other things that I need to get first. Let's see. Yeah, the Gwildor Orko 2-pack, yes, and I do need that in my life. Quip, good point. It's perfect for you to open together. I found out recently that my wife loves She-Ra and that she loves the He-Man movie, so Gwildor is right up her alley. Thanos said, at least we didn't say Mondo Orko. I'll tell you what, I was tempted by that one. There's no chance I was gonna buy it, but I was tempted. It like the Mondo stuff is awesome, and I looked at it and I was like, this stuff is really, really cool, and it would make for a great display, but it wouldn't fit on my shelf. It doesn't fit my collection. The Orko one could be a one and done easily. Like I would have no problem doing just one. But I'm not going to. It's Mono's killing it. Yeah, they're so good. And I mean the Orko's feet notwithstanding, because they're weird and gross. The fact that we get like unmasked Orko and like Lady Orko, I don't know what she's called, and like Bad Orko, I don't know what he's called, and then Mini Orko. Like you get that I forgot that's You get so many Orcos in there. Anyway. Amanda says, no Mondo. I almost choked when I saw those prices. Yeah, but free shipping. I was close just because I love Orco, but I ended up passing. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's tough. It's Orctacular. Driel is Lady Orco. Yeah. Is she in the cartoon? I don't think I've seen her in the cartoon. No, that can't be right. Somebody please confirm or deny that Bad Orco is called. There's no way. He's got to be called something way more sinister. I don't know Masterverse or Masters of the Universe well enough, but I know that there's no way that that's his name. But I wish it was. I totally wish it was now. Wait. Is this true? Is his name Gorpo? That's not any better. That's not any better if that's the real name. Anyways. Okay. This could go on forever. But we'll save going on forever for the clubhouse on Saturday night. If any of you guys are watching tonight and you don't watch the clubhouse over on Ostradamus Toys, you should totally check it out. Saturday night, you usually go Oz what time? Like 6:30, between 6:30 and 7 Pacific time. And go for 2, 10, 16 hours. So, if you got nothing better to do on Saturday night, come hang out with us. We'll be opening toys. We'll be talking about gluten-free cookie recipes, probably gut health. We may talk about, there's no doubt we'll talk about McFarlane again. And it's just a good time to just hang out and talk cool stuff. Yeah. Anyways. Orco history. Now I want an Orco history video. You guys are all commenting about like weird Orco stuff. And I just think the character's cool. Like I just think the design is cool and I just like him. And I think he's adorable. And I know nothing about him at all. I've said it before. All I knew of He-Man was the action figures. I watched a couple cartoons, but I have no idea what the lore is. Allison says, I'm gonna leave. This is my history lesson, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Gorpo was Orco's original name before Filmation realized they couldn't easily flip the animation and changed it to Orco. Okay, there you go. Then Scott, I don't think that's how you spell his last name, made Gorpo the name of the bad Orco. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, and Oz says Clubhouse 6:30 to 7 Pacific. Yes, we'll probably talk about kombucha. That's often the topic. There is no topic off limits. Challenge accepted. I'm going to try to think of something that no one wants to talk about. Kevin says, can you send the Clubhouse link? Yeah, what I'll do actually, Oz, as soon as you've got a thumbnail, as soon as you've got a link for it, let me know, and I will. I'll get it out to the 4 people. The 4 people that will come from my channel that aren't already sort of going to be there anyway. Allison, Thanos will probably be there live. John will probably be there live on video. Who else? I mean, it'll be fun. It's always fun. How dare you guys? Kombucha is not gross. You guys are just drinking bad kombucha. Kombucha is great. Kombucha is great. And on that note, the sad music comes on. The night is over. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Good night, everybody. Till next time. Bye bye.